Now we're going to create and set up a new project in AvaNet. To create and set up a new project in AvaNet, you need to enter important information related to the project. For instance, information about the project, the instruments, the measuring points, the users, and the alarm settings. To make it easy for you, we have made a wizard that will take you through this procedure step by step. As you can see from this overview, you can leave the wizard from any stage in this procedure and get ready to use your project. Start by logging in with your username and password. Click Show All Projects to get to the project view. Click New Project. The project wizard pops up to help you set up the project. If you don't have all information available at this stage, you can always enter more information later on. Choose and enter a project name. Select an appropriate project classification. This will include the appropriate templates in your project. You can add a project description if you like. Click Next. Enter reference and customer information if you like, or just leave them blank. Click Next. Check the boxes for the instruments you intend to use in this project. In this example, we just want to attach a single instrument. Click Next. Click Add to create a new measuring point. Enter a name for the measuring point. Select the type of measuring point you want to create. You can add a description, for instance the street name and number. You can always supply this information later. Click Next. Select an instrument and an available measuring channel for the measuring point. In this case, we have only one instrument and use channel number 1. Make sure that you choose the right sensor type and filter profile for the measurement you will perform. If you want to assess your measurement values according to a standard, you can choose it under Guideline Standard. This does not affect how the instrument takes measurements, only what reports you can generate. Click Finish. Choose Add if you like to create and set up more measuring points. In this example, we're done. Click Next. In this step, you can select other users that need access to the project. Include users by checking the boxes to the left. Don't forget to select appropriate permissions for each user. If you want to give access to someone who doesn't appear in the list, click New and create a new user. In this case, we proceed without adding a new user. Click Next. This step lists all alarm groups that will be created along with the project. By default, the wizard will create an alarm group for instrument errors. If you want to create additional alarm groups, for example when a value exceeds a specified limit, click Add. If you want to remove an alarm group, check the box next to its name and click Remove. In this case, we proceed without changing anything. When you are done, click Finish to create the project. Once the project has been created, you should make sure that all settings are transferred to the instruments by connecting them to AvaNet before deploying them. Open up the project and look at the list of measuring points and what instruments they are connected to, in our case by clicking 8131. Open the associated instrument panels and verify that all settings are correct and have been transferred. You can see that the settings have been transferred correctly by no yellow or red markings being shown. Now you have created and set up the project in AvaNet. Now you can deploy the instrument at the measuring site and start measuring just by pressing the Start/Stop button on the AvaTrace.